I think in order to understand our bodies more, or to understand these people that we're looking up to, I want to give you a glimpse of some of the diet that certain celebrities stick to look a certain way. I'm not saying that this is the only way to look this way, but I just want you to have an idea of what certain celebrities may eat to maintain the figures that they have. And this could be what we are aspiring to look like. So first example is Jennifer Aniston. So she has been described as eating extremely healthy and is very consistent with her meals. She did reveal on a radio show that she does intermittent fasting, so no food in the morning. And she feels that she noticed a big difference without solid food for 16 hours. So when she does sit down for a meal, she generally has the same thing for lunch. So lunch is a form of vegetables or salad with a protein. Then she suggested that her dinner is actually the same. Next celebrity is Victoria Beckham. So she has eaten the same food for the last 25 years. This was revealed actually by her husband, David Beckham. And he shared how she's maintained the same figure for over 2 decades. And he said in a podcast that I get quite emotional about food and wine, and when I'm eating something great, I want everyone to try it. Unfortunately, I'm married to someone that has eaten the same thing for the last 25 years since I met her. She only eats grilled fish, steamed vegetable, and she will very rarely deviate from that. He also added in that the only time that she's probably ever shared something that's been on my plate was actually when she was pregnant with Harper. And it was the most amazing thing. It was one of my favorite evenings. I can't remember what it was, but I know that she's never eaten it since. She eats the same food. And something else that I read talked about how that she'd eaten certain foods and she had to go to a wedding and she had to change the whole menu to suit her. Gwyneth Paltrow, so she apparently has an annual detox regime and it's pretty intense. She's been known as one of Hollywood's strictest eaters over the years. She turns to a macrobiotic diet, paleo meals, and other healthy but restrictive plans. Even when she's on vacation, she said that she still eats in a pretty clean way. In most places, you can get some clean vegetables, a clean piece of fish, or a green juice. She said that she, pretty much, again, is quite strict with her food. She did allow herself to have a wine and pasta and dairy and everything that I'm not supposed to have, and it was great, and I'll never be happier. I've never been happier. She shared that in a podcast. It's interesting when you see those things because it makes me think she's said that she's eaten this food and never been happier. Well, maybe find a balance and eat that food all the time. But it's just interesting to look and see the way that certain people eat. And, again, getting you to think about, is that a lifestyle that I want to lead? And the supermodel Naomi Campbell, she has said to maintain her long and lean figure for 3 decades by being very disciplined in her eating habits. She eats her lunch. Lunch is my dinner because I only eat once a day, she told newspaper, and she refrains from having any gluten or dairy products in her strict diet, which in the past has included fasting, where she just has water or juice in the place of food. So again, if you want to live that way. Eva Mendes, she again keeps a really repetitive diet, that she always eats eggs for breakfast, and for lunch she has salmon and rice or quinoa, and she tries to include a salad, and she says she eats the same thing for dinner and that she's a real creature of habit. Hailey Berry, she follows a really strict keto diet and she believes that's got her in the best shape of her life. She says that she doesn't eat breakfast, but she is a huge fan of the bulletproof coffee. So she brews herself a coffee and she blends in it butter, MCT oil and collagen, and sometimes a little bit of cream. Her lunch, she includes a simple soup loaded with different vegetables and protein, and she tops it off with some cheese. Otherwise, she goes for a big salad, and dinner is more minimal. Grilled vegetables with a plant-based protein like chickpeas. While she never has dessert, she admitted that she occasionally treats herself to a glass of wine after dinner. So that's just an example of some celebrities and their strict regime around their food.